All right, friends, Chris Crone here with Limitless Wealth TV, and today I'm going to share with you the number one obstacle that gets in your way of becoming a millionaire. So recently one of you submitted a really great question. What are the biggest obstacles to becoming a millionaire? And that's a really good question. It's interesting. I've become a millionaire, multimillionaire so many times over, and I've been asked this question so many times. I thought that, I think it'll actually be a super useful video today to kind of share some ideas with you. Here's what I really want to tell you right now. Most people actually think that the function of making $1 million has to do with the opportunity. I totally disagree. Being a millionaire is a mindset. Being a millionaire, it's a belief and it is a way of thinking. So if you really want to know what the big obstacles are, you're going to find them in the mind. Because the mind is filled with ideas like making money is hard. The mind is also filled with ideas like it takes money to make money. And there's also people out there that have ideas, for example, that money is bad or evil, or that you're not a good person if you have a lot of it, or you have to cheat or steal to get it. So there's all this conflict that the majority of us will come into the world with. Now, by the way, why is that? You got to understand that the majority of the world is poor. They don't have money, and we have to find a way to justify why we don't. So what we do is we have to create ideas that help us make sense of our world. If you come from poverty, if you come from even a middle-class family, the reality is even if your parents made $100,000 a year or less, or even around that mark, you're still going to have a lot of these ideas. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you want to be a millionaire, you can't do it and make room for these ideas. So the weird thing here is that the question is, are these truth or are these opinions? I'm going to tell you right now that I believe in truth with a capital T, but then there's also truth with a lowercase t. And a lot of that is really, that's just another word for opinion. Making money is hard. I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. For some people, for me, I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? But if someone has a job at fast food and they can't get another job, or maybe they're struggling through college so they're not going to get a degree, for that person, the idea, if they believe making money is hard, they've already set a financial ceiling of what's possible for them. They're never going to be a millionaire. Absolutely not. The pathway to becoming a millionaire when you have this crappy mindset, dude, it sucks. It would be massive hard work, saving almost everything, living impoverished, and maybe 50 years later you'd have $1 million. But you would have hated the journey of getting there. When you got it, it's not like you're going to spend it, because you'll have spent 50 years training yourself on how to be that dude, that woman, that person. So if you want to know how to overcome these obstacles, you need to sit down and get very conscious about what your belief system is going to be. In fact, one of the things I'd recommend you do is go onto Amazon and get my book. It's called Limitless. I spent hundreds of hours and a lot of money putting together the top limiting financial beliefs, hundreds of them. And then what I did is I wrote them out, and then I gave you the positive affirmation. That book right there that you can pick up for next to nothing, it is worth its weight in gold, because I've already given you the mindset of the multi-billionaire and how they're thinking. Now, I'm not a billionaire yet, because that takes time to gestate and come into creation. But I'm telling you that at the rate that I'm growing and making money, is it a possibility for me? Absolutely, it's a possibility for me. And frankly, it can be for you. It all comes down to your thinking. So let's just look at these ideas right here. Making money is hard. Is that really true? And some of you, I'm sorry, you're going to watch this, and because I'm like poking the bear, you're like, of course it's true. Do you think it's true for everybody? Do you think it's true for Bill Gates or Warren Buffett? Do you think that's really true? Do you think it's truth with a capital T, like for all people it's hard? Of course not. No one could agree with that. If you're not, don't subscribe if you're not jamming on this one, okay? Subscribe if you like it. What I'm telling you right here is that this is just an opinion and it's popular. And do you really want to go with the popular vote, even if it's a sucky vote? I say no. So when I was really young, I decided to go with a different idea. Making money is easy. Now, did that all of a sudden make it easy? No. But guess what a mind does that believes that? It starts looking for, oh, here's a hard way, here's a less hard way. Guess what the mind will tell you to run with? The less hard way. When I started doing real estate investing, I started asking myself this question of, what's the strategy that takes the least time, money, and effort, and the least risk? and makes the most money. Well, guess what I was doing? I was creating a filter, which meant that I would remove everything from my perception that was hard, heavy, and difficult. Next one, money is bad. Is that really true, by the way? My personal experience is that money is a magnifier. If people make bad choices with money, then when they have a lot more money, they'll probably make worse choices. You had other people out there like Mother Teresa. When she left this planet, she left this massive financial legacy that is still benefiting the world today. What I'm telling you is that, yes, if you want to find examples of people that are bad with money, but also find people that are good with money, you'll find both. And who cares about trying to come up with an absolute idea for everyone? The reality is that both exist. This can't be true. What is true is that some people are good with it and some people are bad with it. Some people do good, some people do bad. The question is, who are you and what are you going to do? I made a choice. Money is good. With money, I can do good things. With money, I can bless people. With money, I can take care of my family. With money, I can take trips. With money, I can leave a legacy. Those ideas have served me. So I share them with you today and I invite you to try them on. Here's the last one. It takes money to make money. Oh my gosh. False, 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 false. If you want to believe that's true, then your mind can only perceive which opportunities? The ones that require what? Money. But if you actually say, I can make money from nothing, just effort, guess what opportunities you'll now be able to see that you couldn't before? You will open a door and the door will show you opportunities where effort is the exchange of making money. Do both opportunities exist? Yes, that's why this is false. So instead, the idea that serves me is that making money is easy, money is good, with money I do good things, and that it's easy for me to find ways of making money that don't take money. All I'm doing is controlling my perception. You and I, we're perceiving billions of bits of information in every second. Which ones are we actually seeing? The ones that are directed by our beliefs. All we've done today is talk about those beliefs. Number one obstacle in becoming a millionaire, it's right there. It's the obstacles that you've created that are in your way. And no money-making opportunity will free you of these ideas. In the end, even if you do find an opportunity that makes some money, trust me, it's a matter of time before you lose it. Because this is what will prevail in the end. If you really want to make money and you really want to get rid of the obstacles, don't look at the opportunities. Instead, start by looking at this in the way that it's trained, and then retrain it. Here's another belief for you. Becoming a millionaire is easy. All it takes is the right mindset, and you got to be trained on that mindset. I offer a series of events that actually people will fly in town from all over the world, spend 3 or 4 days with me so that I can actually get under the hood, take that brain, give it a good brainwash, and actually help empower you with the mindset that's going to help you live the life of your dreams. Check the link in the description below, head over to the website, and let me and my team share with you what some of those upcoming dates are so you can come join me live where we can help you have that transformational experience.